Hi everyone, today we're in Module 1 still of Level E in VMath, Lesson 10. So you're going to turn to page 31 and follow along so you can take notes. Our word today is rounding. So rounding looks like this. We have to remember that if the number we're looking at to figure out if it's going to round, if it's 4 or less, let it rest. That kind of helps you remember a little saying. 5 or more, raise the score. Okay, so we'll come back to that after we look at some examples here. All right, so if we look here, this is some review of things that we've been doing. This number, we have 4 millions, thousands, B, 10,000s, we have 1 10,000, we have 6 thousands, and then 7 hundreds. So you always can look in the place value and figure that out. If we look here at the 7, that is in the thousands place. Okay, if you have 6 right here, that's in the millions. Right here, we have a 9. This is the thousands, this is the 10,000s. So you'd write 10,000s. Number 3, we can see here the 6, that's in the thousands also. This 9 is in the millions. And then this 4 right here for number 7 is in the thousands place. Okay, so always use a place value chart or map or look something up on your computer or click on the link that's provided so that you can use that for help. Okay, so now when we're talking about rounding, okay, we need to round to the nearest million on this one. So we're going to look here. Here's the millions place, that's 6. We look to the number to the right, the 4. If it's 4 or less, let it rest. Okay, so this is going to round to 86, and then all these turn to zeros, 86 million. Okay, if we let this rest, all the ones up here also rest, but then all the other ones turn to zeros because we're rounding to the nearest million. The next one we're going to look at, same number, round to the nearest 100,000. So here's the 100,000. So we look to the number to the right. The 7, well, 5 or more, raise the score. We got to raise that one up. We go up just 1 to the nearest 100,000. So we have 86,500,000. We're going to raise that up. The next one, take that number round to the nearest 10,000. So now we're looking at the 7, the number to the right. 5 or more, raise the score. So this is going to raise up to an 8. So we keep all the other ones the same. So 86,400,000. Now we have 80,000. And then the last example we have here is round to the nearest 1,000. So here's the 5. We look to the right. That 5 or more, raise the score. We're going to raise this one up to a 6. So we have 86,486,000. So rounding, we round to just give a quick number if we need to. Okay, so maybe you don't need the exact number. You're going to round to one of these places to make it just like quick, so you might know you can figure out other problems with that. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to round each whole number to the place value indicated. So we need to round to here. So we're going to look at the number to the right, the 5 or more, raise the score. So we're going to raise that 8. We're going to make it 909,000. Next one, we have a 5 in the 10,000. So we look to the right, 7 or 5 or more. The 7 is more. So we're going to raise that 5 to a 6. And then everything else turns to a 0 to the right. Here we have thousands in this one, so look here. 2, so that's 4 or less. Let it rest. So we're just going to keep it at 7, but then all those still turn to 0, so 7,000. And then the last one here, thousands place again, 0, that's 4 or less, so that's going to let that one rest. We're just going to keep it at 31, and then these turn to zeros, 1,000, 31,000. Okay, so before you go to work on your own, this is how you round a whole number. So it says round 613,725 to the nearest 1,000. The green is the thousands place, so you identify the digit to be rounded. Then determine whether the digit directly to the right is greater than or equal to or less than 5. So we're saying 5 or more. 7 is more than 5. So it says if the digit directly to the right is less than 5, 4 or less, let it rest. You keep the digit from being rounded the same. If the digit to the right is greater than or equal to 5, 5 or more, raise the score. Round the digit being rounded up. Write zeros for all the digits to the right of the digit being rounded. Keep any digits to the left of the digit being rounded the same. So here we look, we say 613,725 rounded to the nearest 1,000 is 614,000 because that 7 was more, so we raised that up. We went from 3 to a 4, and then those turned to zeros. All right, you're going to do page 33 on your own. Make sure to ask for help if you need it. Good luck.